Tell us a little bit about your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, so Testery helps other companies improve their software quality. And we do that through a combination of providing professional services where we help them implement automated tests and a cloud based platform for running their automated tests once they're implemented.
How did you guys find Full Scale?
So, the way that we found Full Scale is really, I think, through hearing about the podcast. So, the Startup Hustle podcast. We're located in Columbia, Missouri. And, so hearing about you all in Kansas City, just started listening to that. And I think that's how we first heard about Full Scale.
What problem were you trying to solve when you first learned about Full Scale and engaged with us?
Yeah, so the problem I was trying to solve is that as we're implementing automated tests for folks, sometimes we just need additional skilled developers who know how to implement automated tests. So we're still managing the projects. We're still helping figure out what the testing strategy should be, the overall approach, setting things up in our platform. But we needed additional developers to help get that first set of tests in place for our customers.
What other alternatives did you consider besides Full Scale?
That's a good question. We probably should have considered more alternatives to Full Scale. Yeah, I don't think we did. I think we just went out there and met with you all, and it seemed like it was worth giving a shot and just trying it out with at least one person. And I think we've been doing that for, you might know better than I do, but I think it's been maybe a couple of years, a year or two.
Okay. Why did you ultimately choose Full Scale?
I think I liked you all had, and I thought this was really impressive. You have a really good portal for saying who's available and what skill sets they have and what shifts they're available. And I thought that was really well thought out and something that I hadn't seen elsewhere. So you really kind of know who you're going to get that way.
Have you had experiences doing offshore development before?
So I've certainly worked with a lot of either Testery customers who are doing offshore development or worked at other companies who are. I haven't personally before been responsible for the relationship with the vendor who was doing offshore development.
What has been different about working with Full Scale compared to other offshore development experiences that you had?
Yeah, so communication is good. So I get a regular update of, what was our person working on? What did they get done? What are they planning on doing next? You all did a good job of scheduling regular follow-up meetings to just check in with us and see whether or not we like how things are going. And then I think the portal was also pretty helpful for just being able to find people who have the skill sets that you're looking for. So it seemed like you invested a lot upfront in figuring out what everybody's skills were and communicating that in a nice way.
What is your favorite part about working with the Full Scale team?
Well, we work with Sean, and Sean is just a pretty cool person to work with. So, I don't know if maybe we just got lucky and got a good person to work with, or maybe everybody on your team is that way. But I would say just our favorite part is that he's been really helpful for our team, and it's something that makes sense for us to keep doing.
Okay, so last question for you. What should others know about Full Scale that are considering doing business with us?
I think the thing to know is it's a good bunch of people who seem to care about the success of your project. So they're not just selling you on a project and giving you the cheapest thing they can get away with. They're helping to work with you to place the right people on your team and then checking in regularly to make sure that things are going well. And I feel pretty comfortable that if I didn't feel like things were going well, there would be somebody there who I can get a hold of who would actually help make a change, whether that's working with the person we're working with or finding a better resource on their team. So I definitely feel like there are people there that we can talk to and that they would be responsive to that. And I don't think that's always the case with other vendors. Sometimes you don't know who's going to be working on your project. Sometimes the project starts not going well and they've assigned the people already, and they're not going to change that. So I think that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's the difference between doing outsourcing and doing staff augmentation. So if you're doing staff augmentation, it's all about the people and the talent because they are the product, right? And so it's got to be a win-win. It's got to be a win for the employee. They've got to like working with the client. They've got to be happy as well, but then the client's got to be happy. It's got to be a win for them. So, but that's what actually makes it work well long term, because it's a win-win on both sides.